did you like that intro or what? Yes, it is me, your boy Rico No Suave Mi Gente, and welcome back to another great Heart of Hollywood magazine interview series, number 9. Yes, number 9. Let me do that right. I said number 8 last week, but this is number 9. Yes, so welcome back, everybody. Welcome to another great series. I am so happy to be back with you for another Monday or wherever you are across the world. So welcome. So everybody, this is your first time here. Hey, it's all about the magazine, right? It's all about the magazine interviewing series. And I have to say, if you're an influencer, this is for you. If you're a musician, a director, an actor, an actress, or, a model or anyone in the entertainment industry, even an activist, if you're an activist as well too, hey, this is for you. So make sure you please go ahead and subscribe to our channel on YouTube. Also send us a message if you're on Facebook. Let us know. It is the Heart of Hollywood magazine, and that's where we're at right now. If you're on YouTube, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the Heart of Hollywood Media. So welcome, welcome, welcome. All right, we got to get into it because we only got 30 minutes of fame as far as for Rico No Suave. So I have to introduce this beautiful young lady. It's all about health and wellness. It's about fitness. It's also about empowering people to actually stay healthy. The cool thing about this young lady is I like her first name and I also like her last name. And that makes it cool because you want to make sure that you're around her all the time for health. She is also an author, everyone. So you also want to read all of her series of books. I want you guys to pick up some weights. I want you to do like this. I want you to bust a sweat while you're watching this interview right now. Her name is Batista. Gremaud. Let me bring her in because I know you guys are ready. Let's go. Hey there.
Love the introduction.
I said, I think she's going to get a kick out of what I'm going to say. She might like this.
That was very cool.
How you doing, Batista? How are you?
I'm doing very good. Thank you. Even better because I'm here. Your energy is fantastic.
30 minutes of fame is all we have, love, and 30 minutes of great conversation and interaction as far as with the audience as well. So let's get it on because there's a lot to talk about. You accomplished a lot. But the first thing I want to talk about, of course, is you are the co-founder, right? Co-founder, co-owner of Dr. Fitness USA. So tell us a little bit about that.
Okay, so that's my favorite topic, actually. I am a former professional flamenco dancer. I had a long international career, traveling worldwide. I was having a very fulfilling life dancing. I started when I was 3 years old.
Yeah.
But dancing is very hard on the body.
Sure.
And I found myself in a bad situation about 13 years ago. I ended up with a lot of chronic injuries caused by the lifestyle dancing. I had a car accident and I was really against the wall. I was facing like losing everything basically because I was in so much pain. I do believe that we have some power in our life through prayer, meditation, or however you want to call that higher power that I believe in. Yes. And I got to a point where I prayed very, very deeply that I needed to transform my life and find the answers to my injuries. Mm-hmm. And the very next day, I met Dr. Fitness USA. Okay. His real name is Stephen Hersey. He gave me a very strange conversation about health, wellness, about working out from a female perspective, about as a woman, you have to stop giving, you need to receive, you need to be in touch with your female energy. And me, I was in the no pain, no gain. The show must go on. I was like, ballet, it's like boot camp, right? Yeah. And it was very bizarre, but I prayed and I learned along the way in my life, I learned that if you pray for something, then when something comes, even if it doesn't look the way you expected, it's a good idea to open the door and say yes.
That's correct.
So I said yes, and I hired him, even though I was not expecting anything to do with bodybuilding, strength training. Me, I was expecting the lightning to come over me and heal me, some
No,
miracle,
that's
I
only if you had an umbrella.
yeah. Well, I did grow up in a very Catholic environment, so I
Okay.
was waiting for the miracle, but it came. My miracle came in the shape and face of a bodybuilder or international body designer. That's what he called himself. So
Okay.
when I met him, we started a conversation. He told me he's an international body designer. I listened to the conversation, and I was intrigued. So I hired him.
Okay.
So to make a long story short, because we don't have a lot of time, I found myself at Gold's Gym Venice, the mecca of bodybuilding,
Go
with
Jim.
this
Yes.
Gold Gym, with this
Yes.
bodybuilder. I was frightened because I was a dancer and I had all the misconception, being bulky, this, that, and I was very hurt. So I couldn't lift anything, I couldn't move. So it was very, very scary. But I put my faith into it, and within the first session of the first 20 minutes of the first session, I was leg pressing 350 pounds without pain. My backache healed, my shoulder healed, my knees healed. And to make a long story short, I married him.
All right.
you know it,
Okay.
and it was like, for me, it was really kind of like a miracle, because I had been with chronic pain for 35 years, and
Okay.
that's how I ended up making a career transition and co-founding the Dr. Fitness USA's company. He is Stephen Hersey, also known as Dr. Fitness USA, but then I thought, no, we have to make this, like, we have to formalize this thing,
Yes.
right, and
Sure. Sure.
expand. And so we co-founded the Dr. Fitness USA, and the rest is history. I've dedicated my life now to educate and write, talk, speak, whatever,
Yeah.
on the subject of helping people recover their health and their body, because I am the product of the product. I have
That's
no
right.
pain, and I'm
That's
stronger than
right.
ever.
I might have to hire you as my bodyguard. Forget your husband. You might have to be my bodyguard. You didn't went through a lot of struggles. Now you're like, let's go. Yeah.
You bet.
So I have a question in regards to, you know, there's a lot of points that you actually made along the way of actually being successful, right? Being successful with getting out of the chronic pain, getting out of the back pain and issues that you've been going through. The one thing that I really love that you was a flamenco dancer. I love it. You're a flamenco dancer. Yes. Yes. And I'm a salsa dancer, right? So I'm a salsa dancer. So I love to dance salsa and I teach salsa too. But one of the
Okay.
things that, the connection that I'm feeling you with is there's a difference with having so much cardio with dancing and actually trying to stay fit. It does wear on you after a while because for us as salsa dancers or dancers in general, sometimes we're dancing on, well, for me, on concrete. I know you guys, and we love wood. Wood is our best thing ever, right? The wood, I mean, takes care of the knees and takes care of everything. But sometimes you might be in a situation where you're dancing really hard and you're on concrete, and it will make a wear out your knees, right? Or you can start having some back pain and things like that. So I
Absolutely.
think I think in your case, because you took the whole strengthening, of course, the design of your body, right, and figured that out. Did you continue to also dance still, even though your body is strong?
Yeah, so that's a very good question. I ended up having a lot of personal drama at that same time. About a year after I took on the bodybuilding, I continued to dance for that first year. But
Okay.
after that first year, my parents passed away. I had to go back to
Oh,
Switzerland.
okay.
It just was a lot of drama happening in my
Sure.
life. My dance studio caught on fire. I
Oh,
lost
wow.
everything. So, when I tell you, if you want to talk about struggles and
Yes.
overcoming challenges, I'm the
Yes.
queen
Yes.
of that.
The
Uh,
challenges. Yeah. Yeah.
so, what happened is, you know, it was just a lot of things happening all at once. And after a year, and I married Stephen, and I saw myself having to basically start my dancing career kind of from scratch again because of all that had happened with losing my business through a fire and then being gone for 6 months. You know, when you're out of sight, out of mind, right? When you have a profession like dancing, a dance studio, I came back, my students were gone. And then I saw the opportunity to really invest myself in this business, the body design business. I decided to hang up my shoes.
All right. Okay.
Yes.
You know,
And I don't miss it. I don't miss it now,
you
if you
don't
want
miss
to
it at
know.
all?
No.
No. Well, okay. When somebody they hang up their shoe, I'm like, okay.
You know
I
what?
understand. I
My
totally
mother was a dancer. My father was a mime. I started dancing when I was 3 years old, nonstop.
sure.
And so I have over 5 decades of dancing
Okay.
professionally.
Sure.
And it was time.
Yeah. You know, you're a legend, I will have to say. You're definitely a legend because of decades of dancing. You're a legend to people, to people who you perform for, to also the inspiration for people that want to actually get into flamenco dancing, but also for you actually making that transition into the bodybuilding, right? Or the body design, right? Design your body the way you want to design it, that whole silhouette, right? So
Yes.
I think by taking that transition, you never left the health part because you always had cardio, right? You always kind of worked out when you actually danced and you
Mhm.
tried to keep yourself as strong as possible. But now you conditioned yourself in a different manner now, right?
Yes,
So
absolutely.
I think you have the doctor Fitness USA. I think it's just written all over you now, right? I think it's written all over you. I think, and now you married him, and that is awesome. So when did you guys establish Dr. Fitness USA as far as the co-founding and really actually get that as a business? When did you guys start that?
Okay, so when we got married in 2011, then
Okay,
that's when I officially decided, okay, we are going to work together. We made plans and we actually filed legal papers and all this in 2012. So
2012. Okay, about 10 years now.
10 years, yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
awesome. 10 years, that's a long time. That's a long time in regards to also congratulations on your marriage, as well
Thank you.
as, as well as on, with the business and saying, yes, we can work together no matter if we're married or not, we can work together. So that's awesome. Clients though. So how about your clients? So your clientele and helping people that want to sculpture their body or get a design in regards to their body, either difference between female and male, right?
Mhm.
How does that come apart in regards to if someone wanted to get your services?
Okay, so when met Stephen back then, it was all one-on-one at Gold's Gym, a very customized, um, kind of high-end tickets.
Yeah.
And I had a vision that I wanted to expand the company. That's why I wanted to be part of that company officially and develop it, because I had a vision that we could grow, that we could put things online, that we could take what is in his brain and put it in a more duplicatable system that people could access. So I've been working on this since the beginning. We put
Okay.
our first online programs in 2017. So
Okay.
that was a really good thing, because in 2020 we were already online. So we already had the technology sort
Yes.
of down. Okay. But
Yes.
of course, we were still dealing with just working from the gym and all this. So the gym's closed. So we had to overcome, and adapt, adjust, just like everybody else. But the technology part, the app and all this, the format of how to work online, we've been doing this now for a while. So that's now how we work, mainly is online.
Okay.
And of course, how do we get clients through networking online, social media. And
Great.
now we are also starting the Dr. Fitness USA show, which is launching in January 2023. And
Okay.
the topic of the show is exercise is medicine, strength training is stronger medicine.
Forget the pills, baby. No more pills for me. Forget ibuprofen. I don't need it no more. I love it. That's awesome, man. Congratulations. So, is this going to be a pre-recorded, or is it going to be a live? Well, if you go live, of course, it could go pre-recorded as well too after you go live. But which
Yeah,
way?
no, I'm pre-recording the shows. I'm not doing it live because I believe in visuals and things like this. So when
Yes.
I edit the shows, I actually ask the guests to send me pictures,
Yeah.
and I edit with pictures so people can have a visual experience of who they are and what they do. So no, it's pre-recorded, at least for now. That's what I chose to do. Mhm.
Congratulations. Congratulations. I like that. I like that. The Dr. Fitness USA, the show. I like that. I love it. I love it. So, of course, we got to shift gears real quick because you've done a lot. And congratulations to you and your hubby in regards to staying, everything that we're going to be talking about, of course, is about health and wellness. So the audience would know that. But I would have to say that, having your establishment and what you're doing to actually help online, you help people before the pre-pandemic. So you have pre-pandemic already set. So people, when they were at home, they said, okay, we got to work out because we don't want to catch the coronavirus, right? Or we want
Yes.
to make sure that we stay healthy. You were already set up to be able to do this. And now you actually are, I'm sure that you probably got even more business even during the pandemic because everyone wanted to really start working out. Is that correct?
Well, yes and no. It depends because during the pandemic, you have the two sides of the story. You have those that went like gung ho, just give me the workout, let's do this. And then you have the other side of the people that went crazy and they went trying to rebuild their business,
Yes,
and so they had no time. And
I see.
you have always two sides of a story, right?
Sure,
A lot
sure.
of people went overboard with online networking event, no time, investing on online platforms. So we had a little bit of a struggle as well, I think, like everybody else, in
Okay.
readapting our message, our offerings to the climate.
For the
But
client.
we did actually probably better than a lot of people, I would say.
That's good. That's good. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think we're the worst critic of ourselves. So the way we probably think is probably what other people think. But I think it's just you're setting yourself up as far as the goal that you would like to have. And if it got a little close to it or halfway there, it's like that's not enough. I need more, right? And of course, during that time, a lot of people were doing a lot of things, of course, within the
Yes.
pandemic. But you guys were stable. You guys were strong because you guys were online, and that was awesome as well. All right,
Yes.
kudos to you and to your hubby
Thank
as
you.
well too. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So before I get to this next question, I gotta let the audience know something. I gotta let them know, okay? Because you tuning in, everybody, to this interview series. Also, did you know that the Heart of Hollywood magazine has, of course, a physical printed magazine that you can actually get involved in. So if you want to actually get involved into the magazine itself, make sure you guys go to their Facebook, go to their DM and say, hey, I would like to be on the cover of your magazine, or I would like to have an article on your magazine, and someone will get right with you right away. So make sure you please go to the Heart of Hollywood magazine. Make sure you DM them on Facebook. They're also as far as online as well too. So make sure you go and check them out as well. All right, we're back. That was my little commercial. That was my little commercial about these. Okay, all right. So you have a book. We talk about health and wellness. You have a series of books, but I'm just going to start off with that one. So we're down to our last 11 minutes of fame. So, in regards to your books that you actually have, lose weight, look good. I love the book. I love the name because you want to look in the mirror. You want to look good, baby. So tell us a little bit about the series of books, or you can start off with that one.
Yes, okay. So how to lose weight with strength training. I have a posture for power and feminine body design. I started writing because I got tired of just explaining. I had a lot of misconceptions about the whole industry,
Sure.
strength training, and even weight loss, whatever, everything that you talk about, then dancing, cardio. And so I found myself explaining a lot of the same things over and over again, and that was the inspiration for me to start writing. Okay, so it's like now, instead of me babbling, just go buy my book, right?
Right.
So, and also another thing is, when I started researching Stephen, and he's been doing this since the 1980s, I
Wow.
found a lot of gems in the cupboards, in the closets,
Yeah.
like a lot of, because he doesn't throw things away. So you still have magazines that uh, were written about him in the 80s, like in Muscle and Fitness, in
Wow.
Iron Man. And so I felt like I needed to document the history. So the posture for power is actually it's not a documentary, but it's kind of the story of his life, his accomplishments, and the philosophy, because his
Mm.
philosophy is quite different than what's out there in the fitness industry, even though things have changed a little bit, because now there's research. For example, neuroscientists have found that that strength training strengthens the nervous system before it even strengthens the body, and that's one of the things that he's been saying for 60 years. So
Wow.
things like that.
Sure.
And so that's one book. Feminine body design is misconceptions, and it's more focused on women
Yeah.
health.
Okay.
And of course, look at to with strength training is on the same lines of dispelling the myth about
Okay.
weight loss and fitness. So the books are all on Amazon. I would recommend start with feminine body design and posture for power. Then you
Gotcha.
got a good overview of the system, what we do, and you learn a lot.
Now, is this book, because it does say feminine, is it also for men as well too? Is it kind of like a co-ed book, or is there another book for men like myself? If I want to actually say, hey, I know, ladies, you have your book. Can I get a book too? Right? Is it
Yeah, so that book is coming soon, but
okay?
we do have actually, you know what? If you go to Posture for Power, that's
Posture for power.
totally co-ed, okay?
Okay.
Because that's the overall of things. But feminine body design, I would recommend every man to read it so that you can understand women better. Then you could take care of us better and understand also what goes on in the female brain body as we age, because the hormones change, and good luck, I didn't even know what was happening, and men often don't realize. So I think you should read that book
I
too.
appreciate you. I appreciate you. I just want to let you know I'm getting to know you even better now. And I have to say, for the gentleman that's actually, seeing this right now, and you really want to understand women and how they're going to be their body sculptures and all of the things they may go through, this book might help you. I think that's like kind of a secret myth that my girl Batista is actually putting out there for us to hint buy the book, you'll see a little bit more in it as well too. So I like that.
Yes,
I like
yes.
that.
Uh-huh.
Good job. I like that. How many books do you have total that you have written?
3 and 4. The fourth one is hopefully launching, getting out 2023. I've been working on that one for a long time, but I
Sure.
think it's almost ready to launch. Stronger Than Medicine. And that's
Okay.
a little bit more based on my personal story with mental health. I had a lot of mental health challenges in my family growing
Sure.
up, with a
Okay.
schizophrenic sister, and
Mm.
a lot of things that pushed me over the years to research and to really get down. Mental health is okay,
Big.
it's a whole other topic.
Yes. Yeah,
we could do a
we
whole
we can
show
talk
on
about
that.
that. We can talk about that offline, right? I
Yes.
mean, there's a lot involved with that, and I like to talk because in November, of course, there's the Men's Health Awareness Month, and then it's also that Mental Health Awareness Month that we also have as well too. Not just in November, but previous months as well, and that's a book within itself, right? When we talk about depression, self-esteem, but also things that we may be going through from health issues that bring our self-esteem down, and
Mhm.
people that may feel lonely and things like that. So yes, I'm gonna have to look up your books, but definitely everyone, if you're watching this right now, and if you're not watching this right now, but when you do watch this right now, you need to go and buy these books. That's for sure. I have to say congratulations on the 3 books itself, and on the fourth one, 2023. We can't wait on
Thank
that.
you. Thank
Last but
you.
not least, we got 5 more minutes of fame, love. 5 more. It's just so funny. When we first start talking, I just felt like this is going to be a really great conversation as far as long, and all of a sudden, it's almost done. And we have a good time. That's what I tell you. We have a good time here. All right.
Yes.
Empowerment speaker. So, as an empowerment speaker, public speaking or virtual speaking, of course, in regards to the audience that you connect with, how live, do you also are you on stage as well and talking to people in the audience, or is it mostly virtual? What is your empowerment speaker? What is that in detail?
Yes, so I started speaking out of necessity, basically, again, for the same reason as I started writing, to educate people. I haven't done very many stage performance speaking,
Sure.
because I started speaking more like closer to pandemic, when everything became virtual.
Okay.
So I've done I don't know, 500 speaking engagements in the last couple of years, a lot, but mainly virtual
Okay.
summits, shows, interviews, panels, but I'm ready to branch it out on stage.
Yes, you got to do it. You got
Got
to
to
do
do
it.
it.
It's the
Yes.
best thing ever. It's the best thing ever. Because then, you can bring your books and you can do book signing too at the end, right?
Yeah,
I
and
think.
then I can do a pirouette.
Yeah, you can do that. Hey, that's only if you get flashbacks.
Yeah.
Only if you get flashbacks. Yeah, you would have to record that one for me if you ever catch a flashback. Like, all right, okay. Oh
Yeah.
my God, that's awesome. So, with speaking virtually, there's a difference in regards to connection, meaning that in-person connection to see the person up front and personal and talk to that person itself. Is there a city or a state that you would love to actually, speak in, or like you say, oh, I want to go to Las Vegas and speak in front of hundreds of people, or I want to go across seas or international. Do you have a specific place that you would like to actually speak to people for the health and wellness?
Well, that's a very good question. I don't think I analyzed that topic deep enough to really answer that. I think that I would like to start in Los Angeles,
Okay,
first, because that's where I am.
sure,
But I used to travel a lot when I was dancing, and
correct.
I spend my whole life on stage. I can potentially envision doing that again, even though, traveling like this is very tiring too. And I
Yeah,
guess I'm a little older.
but you're strong. You should walk through the airports like this. Where you're
I
going.
I do. Yeah, I don't have any more backaches carrying luggage. That's for sure.
Yeah, so my thing is that when I love to speak, of course, that I have a few gigs that I'm going to be having that's going to be in New York, and one of the things is that speaking in front of people, of course I love the smile, but it's all about how you make sure that you are good in front of the people that you need to connect to on that person to person basis. But I think you'll be okay wherever you go. If you stay in LA, I might have to come and see you in LA so I can sit down and watch you speak, so you can always invite me.
Perfect. Are you in Los Angeles?
I'm in Chicago,
Oh,
where it's
you're in
cold.
Chicago.
Yeah, I'm in
I
Chicago
see.
where it's cold. Yes,
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 yes.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Now we have good
But
weather here.
it is 7:30, and I want to say it's been awesome. You've been great. You've been
Thank
awesome.
you.
Do you have any
Thank you.
last words that you would like to tell the audience?
Absolutely. If your mind can conceive it and your heart can believe it, then Dr. Fitness USA can help you achieve it.
Coming out 2023, baby. January, baby. Let's go. I love it. All right, Batista, Gremaud, thank you so much for being on the show, The Heart of Hollywood Magazine. You are a gem of the world. And hey, it was a pleasure to interview you in my interview series. So thank you so much for taking the time, okay?
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure and an honor.
Take care. All right, everybody. Yes, that was Batista. That was my girl right there. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself, everybody. I had such a great time as far as with her on the actual show itself. Man, it was awesome. It was awesome. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Hey, coming up next week, I got another interview, everybody. So make sure you guys continue to show the love. And everybody that tuned in, thank you, Paulie Mercado, Giovanna Salas, Jose Cornilla. What's up, Papa? Thank you guys so much for actually tuning in and showing the love. Don't forget to subscribe to Heart of Hollywood Magazine on YouTube, Heart of Hollywood Media. Make sure you go to subscribe there. If you're on Facebook, go to the group, Heart of Hollywood Magazine. Yes, and if you want to be part of the magazine, make sure you go ahead and DM them. Let them know, hey, I want to be part of Hollywood, baby, in the heart of it. Until next time, everybody, I hope you guys enjoyed yourself. I'll see you guys later. Darling.